So, welcome to Droke's Notes Brew Review. Tonight we are going to do a review of the Glenlivet 14-year Scotch. It's a single malt Scotch finished in a Cognac it's Cognac Cask selection from the Glenlivet 14 years. I'm Steve.
I'm Mike.
We're going to do this two ways. We're going to do it neat, and then we're going to throw an ice cube in it, and we'll give our thoughts on it as we're doing it. Then we're going to rate it at the end both ways, and then we're going to tell whether we recommend it or not, and kind of give our general overview of this particular Scotch.
All right. Porter me up, sir. Where's your kilt?
Yeah, I should have worn my kilt for these.
Yeah, you should have. Do you know the history behind a kilt?
I know that kilts weren't around in the time of Braveheart. I know that is a historical inaccuracy that Mel Gibson should have to pay for.
All right, guys. I'm going to let this swirl just a little bit. Get some air in it. Let it breathe.
Nice, smooth. I get a little bit of a... What's that? Is it... So one thing doing these reviews, I've always said we're not going to give you one of those highly technical, I get blah, 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 blah.
We are country...
We're going to tell you...
Country boys. We are.
We're
going to tell you what our opinion is.
Yeah, does it have a good aroma to it? And if we can pick up stuff, we'll tell you what we're picking up. This smells fantastic. I like it. I think it's pleasant. I don't get any kind of... For Scotch, I'm not picking
I don't know if maybe my nose is broken, but mine right now, every time I take a sniff, I'm picking up hairspray.
And I'm just getting a nice smooth. I'm not getting any kind of heat or any kind of smoke in this. Are you getting any smoke?
I can't get past the fumes and the vapor. Every time I take a sniff, it's... I mean, you can tell you're sniffing a Scotch. You can smell the spice and things of that nature.
Yeah, I get the spice smell.
Woo! Now, hang on. Full disclosure. 99% of all my Scotches I am going to drink with either a splash of water or an ice cube sitting inside of it. So this is neat. So it is going to have full blast. So full disclosure before I say anything.
And I'm finding that I prefer my Scotch neat. I'm a newbie in Scotch. Again, there's like 6 or 7 different Scotches that I've tried. And what I'm finding in all the Scotches is that I actually prefer it neat. I don't want anything else in it. Unless it's monkey shoulder, and then throw some ginger ale and orange in it. Very smooth.
Okay. Surprisingly.
Very smooth.
Based off of what I was smelling, I no longer have any nose hairs. But with that, when I took a sip, that is actually very, very calm. It's very smooth. A little warm.
Yeah, I get a little of the heat, a little of the spice.
Yeah, a little warm.
But
I'm getting more flavor actually on the back of my tongue than I am anywhere else when I took a sip.
This one I'm getting a lot of heat on the back. A lot of the spice on the back. I do get the flavor on the back. I'm trying to...
I don't get anything distinguishable, though. It's like everything's blended together. Yeah. I can't, say I'm drinking any type... I can't find the oak. I can't find the vanilla. I can't find the smoke. I can't find any, fruit flavors that, sometimes they hide in the background. It's just a smooth Scotch that's going out. It's like everything is blended perfectly where it's all meshing together.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. I'm not getting anything distinguishable other than it's just nice. It's a good, pleasant taste. Nice, smooth. I get a little bit of the heat, a little bit of that spice. But as far as anything that I can pick out above anything else, I can't. I mean, to me, it's just smooth, nice, pleasant flavor. I mean, this is... So,
all right,
ice time.
So we're gonna.
Yep, I'll throw a little bit more in here. We'll put some ice in it.
You can see our fancy. This is how country we are tonight. Like I said, we've been hanging out at the pool, had a little barbecue,
and Price point, I think this was $60 to $70 price point for this one. I can remember, yeah, I think it was 60 to 70 on the price point. So, not too pricey for us, for mid-range Scotch.
I'm gonna let that dissolve just a little bit. Now this is usually for most Scotch, and again, I have never tried this before tonight.
And I have. I'm not gonna lie, I have. I gave us a test drive.
This is usually how I drink my Scotches. I usually come home, pour myself one, drop an ice cube in it, and sit down, get myself comfortable, kick the shoes off. So about 5 to 7 minutes after I've made the drink, I have my first sip. So it's got a little bit of coolness to it. It's got a little bit of dissolve into it. So this is my normal drink here. So this is where I'm curious to see what this is going to do for me.
So one thing I've learned watching the Whiskey Tribe and a couple other channels is about when you're getting a smell is make sure your mouth's open so you can get everything in. Don't do the smell test with your mouth closed. And even doing that, I'm not, even mouth open, mouth closed, I'm not, it's nice, kind of neutral. I'm not picking up anything that just kind of says it's this, or this. I think it's like on the first one, everything's blended in together, and really the ice, I think, really neutralized it to where I'm not, I can't pick up anything.
It's just a soft Scotch smell. I can't pick up anything distinguishable.
I get a little bit of oaky. It seems like it's a little bit of oaky smell in it. Might be the most dominating.
That is one of the most bizarre characteristics of any Scotch I've ever drank, is when you drink it, there's nothing. Now don't get me wrong. It's smooth. It goes down pleasant.
It tastes good.
It tastes good, but I can't tell you what the hell I'm tasting.
I'm not picking up anything.
Anything out of like that says, hey, this is cherry, this is vanilla, this is oak, this is smoke, this is spice. It's just
I get no smoke.
I get none.
On the nose, on the taste, I'm getting zero smoke. I'm getting nice. I'm getting a little bit of that spice, but it's really nice, really smooth, really blended in. I really like this. I actually like it better with the ice in it.
I'm going to convert them.
This is the one I do like better with the ice. Something about it just kind of... and that might not be a good thing, though, that it's just so neutral that it's just kind of smooth and drink. I don't know. I'm conflicted about this one.
This one, all right, I know we always give ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. We do one with neat, one with ice, and we give our opinions. I'm going to let you go first on the neat.
On the neat, I give it a 7. And I'll tell you why I give it a 7. It's because to me it was so neutral. Even neat, I didn't get. I don't know. I didn't get a lot of spice. I didn't get any smoke, and I'm not a big fan of smoke. I was looking for something a little bit. So when you look at the price that you're paying for this, I think I was expecting a little something else or a little something more, and I think that's the best way to put it. Very pleasant, very nice. I liked it. I just wanted more for that price range. Yeah. And I know this is kind of in the middle of the road when it comes to price range, because I know scotches can get way out there based on different factors. So for this, I think I wanted a little bit more, and it left me wanting that a little bit more flavor to it. So I think a 7. Fantastic. That's not a bad at all. I just think this is a 7. I think something about it gave me a 7.
Okay, I'm going to give you a 2-point scale on this one. For me, neat. 6. Now, I usually do not, very rarely do I ever rate a scotch that low. I'm a huge fan of scotches. Here's why. One of my favorite things about a scotch is when it pours into a glass before I get to sip it, that first smell. Mm-hmm. It burned my nose. It was a lot of hairspray. It was a lot of vapor, and that turned me off to a little bit. Now, when I took a sip, and I took a drink, I would bump it up to a 7 at best. And here's why.
So you got like 6.5.
It's completely it's while it's soft, while it's easy to drink, it's smooth. There's nothing wrong with it. It's easy. I mean, if you're looking for boring and you don't want anything to really kind of distinguish yourself, this is your Scotch. This is it.
That's a good way.
But
to put
it was boring.
Yep. Tastes good, but
the flavor, I can't say it's bad. It's just not my cup of tea, because I like to be able to say, wow, that was spicy. Wow, that was smoky. Wow, that had vanilla. This had pop.
You want more.
So
it leaves you wanting more.
6.5.
And with the ice in it, I'm probably gonna say with a 7. Kind of same thing. It left me liked it a little bit better, but I still wanted more.
Yeah, this is one of the most conflicting scotches I've had, because it is good, but just because it tastes good doesn't make the scotch great.
Yeah, I wanted something,
because there's things about scotch that make them great. The flavor, the smell, the taste, what it does to you when you first drink it. Now, me putting an ice cube into it, that's where I would elevate it to a 7, because the vapor, the hairspray kind of thing going on when you first found it, I was able to enjoy the aromas of the scotch. But when I'm smelling it, I can't tell you what I'm smelling. There's nothing distinguishable about this particular scotch.
Look, when I drink a scotch, here's how I look at it now. When I drink a scotch, damn it, I want to put on my kilt, get on an airplane, fly to Scotland, and go kick England's ass. I want to liberate Scotland. So when I drink a scotch, that's what I want. I want that feeling of freaking me and William Wallace are going to whoop some ass.
Okay, when I drink a scotch,
and this is not it,
I want to think of something that I want to put my feet up on a recliner. I want to be on the top deck of a cruise ship, smoking a cigar, something that I could dip my cigar into and go, that is going to make my cigar taste better. This isn't it. But it's not bad. And again, I don't want to rate it as a bad thing. It's just
no, it's good.
It's good. It's just boring. That's my opinion. And that's the only way I can rate it.
And here's another reason I did take it down to a 7 for both, because I think it's a little misleading if you're going to drink. If you don't have a big variety of Scotch experience and you drink this one, I think it kind of gives off a little bit of a false impression of what Scotch is. Because again, the smoke isn't there to me. I didn't taste any of the smoke. So if you're going to drink this and then go to an Islay type Scotch that is just full of smoke, and you're doing that, this kind of gives that false impression. But
yeah,
good.
I mean, if you were to
very,
drink
very
that
good.
and then go to a 15 or 16 year Macallan, you would drink this first and go, oh my God, Scotch is amazing. But then you would go to a Macallan and go, oh wow, what a disappointment.
Or even if you go like to the Lagavulin 10-year Scotch, real smoky, you're gonna be like, oh,
yeah.
Are you sure this is from the same little island and same country?
So, yeah, probably not one. For me, I would not go and spend the $70 and put that in my liquor cabinet. Just not my cup of tea.
I would recommend. So a little bit contradiction. I would recommend. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, go spend that on something else, and then maybe come back to this a little bit later if you want to try it. So I'm kind of in the middle about recommending it for anything. If you're getting into Scotch, I don't recommend you going and getting this one to get into the Scotch.
Unless you like plain, great tasting drinks, undistinguishable. You're not big into pulling out vanillas and cherries. You just want something that's solid, undistinguishable. Then that would be your drink. But for me, I like characteristics of alcohol.
Yeah, I want something more. So put down in the comments if you've tried this and what you thought about it. Also put down in the comments a Scotch that you like, that you want us to try, and we'll try and review it. Give us a like, a subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified. And for that, I'm Steve.
I'm Mike.
And this is Droke's Notes Brew Review. Peace out.
Peace out.